That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think there doesn't seem to be anyone around now.
No! No! No, no! No! Don't open that door! They're going to get all of us killed!
Something's coming.
Hello, welcome to Game Over's review discussion of 10 Cloverfield Lane. My name's Dan.
My name is Aaron.
We watched it last night.
Yep.
First of all, what did you think of it? Like overall, like compared to the first Cloverfield?
Totally different movie, totally different tone. Far better than Cloverfield because
Way better.
I didn't like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
It was watch it once and then go.
So I want to moan about Cloverfield a little bit now. So, like, I thought that was shit because they tried to. I think the problem was that they tried to make it a PG-13
Yeah, it
in
was.
America, and so they sort of like toned everything down. So everything they sort of, it's supposed to be realistic because they're all handheld camera. It's all actually happening.
Very
Like, you could
Godzilla.
tell people were like not really scared, or like they weren't swearing when something went wrong, and like something exploded. Someone went, "Oh my gosh, what? Why would you say, oh my gosh?" Like this one didn't have that problem.
Yeah,
Like,
it was very much like Saw. It was literally the bunker. The bunker is the whole of the set for like an hour and 40 of the movie.
oh,
And,
easily, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally it is as strong as its performances by its
Yeah.
cast.
I think it started off really arty. Like,
yeah.
I think for the first 10 minutes of the film, there's no dialogue.
Yeah, we just
When it
had a
starts off, it's
song.
just in that room, and it's just, yeah, that's it, yeah. And she's sort of talking, but you can't hear it because it's all sort of like drowned out.
Yeah.
And there's all really close shots and like just low focus, and like it's really film studenty.
Yep, and then fades to black, and then the intro credits begin,
Yeah,
and
Was
then
really cool.
and then she just wakes up in the bunker with crazy man John Goodman, who looks like he's
John
had a
Goodman is so
stroke.
good.
No, no offense to John Goodman,
Yeah.
he has actually had a stroke. No, did you not realise? Like literally,
Has he actually had a stroke, or we're just making fun of his face?
just making
that's
fun of his
offensive.
face.
So,
It isn't
if
offensive.
he's watching this,
it's a fact.
I apologise. But you're richer than me, so who cares?
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, no, I forgot how good an actor John Goodman is.
yeah, because
Really
he
forgot how good an
was.
actor he is.
It's not Suits. He played a lawyer in like a ABC TV program for like ever.
I have no idea.
This is
I
partially
know
true.
he was in something about New Orleans.
So,
I think it's Trumbo. No, Trumbo's Tremaine.
Tremaine.
Okay.
Thank you,
Slightly
audience.
different, right?
Sorry.
But like, he's proper psychotic in it, and like
He's like, Parfait.
religious fanatic psychotic. He's really nice to the point where he's a little bit too nice, and then he snaps.
He is the little.
And
He is the
he's
bunker
scary.
nut. He's the conspiracy theorist. He's
Yeah.
that guy that has his own Reddit page of lizards.
Yeah.
The royal family are lizards.
So for anyone that's like watching this and hasn't watched Cloverfield, this one, rather than being about an invasion, is about a couple of people who are holed up in a bunker underground.
Yeah,
After something has happened, or possibly like I think
Nuclear fallout, chemical
yeah,
parts.
they thought maybe the Ruskies have
The
attacked. I think
Russians,
is what
yeah.
he was explaining, and like this is a man who he's prepared most of his life, and like he spent all his life building this weird bunker.
Oh, this is a bunker
It's-
man's bunker.
Yeah,
Inside this
and he's
bunker.
got lots of remnants of like, oh, maybe his daughter lived down there at one point, and like, cause like that thing with I can't remember his daughter's name now.
We'll call her Maggie.
We'll call her Maggie. That'll do. When he was sort of explaining, like, oh, she like this and she like that, it was really quite
Yeah, it was
you
like
sort of started to feel for him a little bit, like, oh, maybe
she liked Paris. She loved
his
to draw.
family left him because he went mad and started building this bunker. And
Yeah.
like, look where they are now. They're dead and he's down here.
Yeah, they're in Florida, dead.
Then it started getting more and more sinister as he kind of.
But it's the fact that as the movie goes on, he's telling partial truths, but you don't know how much to believe.
Yeah.
Because at one point we see outside, tiny spoiler, and a woman legs it up to the bunker glass, and she is
Yeah, she's got
literally
all the stuff on her face.
yeah, she's Two-Face.
But they spend like for ages and ages. There's like no hint about anything that's happened. Like
No.
we don't see anything happen. So when what was her face? Mary Elizabeth Winstead crashes her car.
Yep.
Like we don't know anything happened. Like there's no hint. Like because in the first film, was it an asteroid or something that hit Earth?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
You
In
just
this one
watched
they
it for
explain
shit.
it as like a big flash of red lightning or something.
Yeah,
The dude
like-
explains it as like biblical. It's just a flash of red light.
The flash of a nuke.
Yeah.
Like you literally see it. You sat there with your thumb going, yeah, I'm dead.
And
yeah.
I think it was cool because they didn't focus on that at all.
Yeah,
And that was the cool thing. Like it was.
it's more about the
It's a
psychological
monster
effect.
film, but like John Goodman is the monster rather than like.
Yeah, like the
thing, like-
taglines is monsters come in many forms.
They do, yeah.
And
Oh, that exactly, yeah.
yeah,
Which
like,
I think is cool because it means they could do other Cloverfield films and have them about completely different situations.
yeah, because
And just have the backdrop of maybe an invasion is happening, but then completely ignore it.
it didn't feel like the monster flick number one was. Cloverfield 1 is worth your 10 pence from CX.
Mm-hmm.
CX, go. Whereas 10th Cloverfield Lane had like the road feel to it, or the Book of Eli, or like Saw
Yeah,
1
it was
to a certain
all
extent.
about being really close and really intimate with these
It's-
three characters.
Yeah, it's
and
the
getting
belief
to know
that
them.
if you spend so much time with loads of people you don't know, you're instantly suspicious. Like, some guy's got to come at you with a fucking candlestick in the library, and you're like, oh, cruel world. And it's, yeah, you've literally got mass hysteria
Yeah.
to a certain extent. That was totally the wrong word.
No, I know
But,
what you mean.
like-
Yeah. It's all the whole story is also told through. Like, there's no flashbacks. There's no cut into anywhere else. It's all set in this bunker.
Yeah,
So
it-
everything that happens is told through dialogue, which is bad for a film usually.
Yeah. And the passage of time is totally weird. Because, like,
Yeah, that's the one. I didn't get how long they were there for. I sort of because like when she slashes John Goodman's face open and like sews it shut.
Yeah,
One,
it's-
that's a really funny scene.
yeah.
And but like as it goes on, it sort of slowly heals on his face. So I presume. I
Yeah,
don't know
we-
how long a cut in the face takes to
We
heal.
got a
but, like,
montage with, like, Operation Monopoly and, like, fucking Yahtzee.
yeah.
So at least 3 weeks. Because
reckon that
Monopoly takes a while to complete. But yeah, excellent performance by John Goodman. The two other supportings, solid.
I like John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I
Yeah.
had no idea who the other guy was, and he was all right. He just seemed like a
He needed to be there because there needs to be that jealousy. Because he's obviously really attached to her. He has that whole
and
father-daughter.
he knew John Goodman
weird.
before the attack,
Yeah.
or before whatever happened.
Helped him build the big crazy vault tech.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's the fact that you needed that jealousy, or otherwise it would have just been some weird, like, rapey.
it would have been a bit incestuous,
French film.
incestuous looking something. Yeah, and it started to go that way.
Yeah,
Like
but
towards the end, like it sort of starts off kind of gentle.
yeah, it's
in a
like
way.
I saved you.
Yeah,
The
but he's
fucking
still
nuke
kind of
just
sinister.
went
He's
off.
still sort of like scary because he's
It's-
like a big, imposing motherfucker.
It's his
He's
presence.
massive, right?
Like, he literally looks like, oh my god, my granddad's gonna deck me. It's like, literally, master of the flinch. But this time with a Glock.
oh dear.
Yeah, pistol whip.
Shit, man.
But yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane is worth your time. Literally, as a John Goodman fan, as a fan of... It has like
Yeah.
that weird indie feel
I
to
never
it.
thought I'd say a Clover film like this is a fan for people that like people that can act.
Yeah.
Like, it's
That's solid.
3 people for nearly 2 hours, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's all pins on essentially John Goodman.
Yeah,
Like,
it's really
he is
weird.
the proper star of this film.
Yeah. You watch it for
Might be
John
the best
Goodman.
thing I've seen John Goodman in for a long time. And then we're going to spoiler territory now, I guess. We're going to hit towards the end. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to know what happens at the end, I'd turn off now and like cover
If you
your
haven't
ears.
seen it, watch it if
Um,
you like John Goodman. Watch it if you like just solid acting. And
Yeah, definitely. And don't go into it thinking it's going to be like the first film at all.
no, like
Um,
no Shane from the L Word. She was in number 1. Sort of weird fact. Yeah, she died. She's that lass who died in the tunnel.
Well, the thing in the neck, or the thing that like
She came on
her face exploded.
yeah, behind the
She
sheet.
was in the word.
Yeah, she was. Sweet. She has an amazing and disappearing tattoo in season 4. Sorry, we're segueing into wrong territory.
Right. Back Cloverfield.
Yeah.
So it starts to get really, really dark. Are we going to... Nah.
Yeah. Towards the end, it flips from like close quarters, and we're in the outside world. Basically, we open the door and it's like, oh shit, we're in a farm.
Yeah, like he tells the truth. Like it turns out that John was telling the truth. Like there was an attack.
Yep.
There was any other, and so my problem with the ending was that it went on for too long. Like 15, 20 minutes, maybe not that long actually. 15
it
minutes
was like
at
a
least.
solid 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
Whereas,
So she comes out of the bunker, and sort of in the distance you see like a UFO sort of like hovering above the thingy.
yep,
In my opinion, that's where it should have ended. She should have come out. Actually, no, that's a lie. They should have cut that scene out completely. Have her hop in the car.
yep,
You know the bit at the end where she's driving down the highway,
yeah,
and there's just lightning flashes, and that fuck off massive UFO thing is hit,
Yeah.
like with the lightning behind it.
the Pillar of Autumn's
That
just
would
over.
have been an amazing ending, and that's how it ended. But they had this weird, like she genuinely fights an alien.
She molotovs an alien spacecraft.
Like it suddenly
and
goes.
just goes down, and I'm like,
For those
their
who suddenly
weakness
goes
is fire.
Cloverfield proper. Like there's aliens, and like she goes from
It's-
like hiding in this weird like psychological thing to a sci-fi action film. I think it
went
seems
for
like
like
a mashup.
it went
felt
for
wrong.
Battlestar Galactica, whereas it should have went for like War of the Worlds, like
Yeah, I had it just
scary.
in the background a bit.
batshit. What the fuck is a walker type thing.
Yeah.
Whereas it had, you don't Molotov an alien spacecraft and it doesn't deck it.
I mean, it was a
That
cool
isn't a
action
thing.
piece, but
I've
like
met many aliens.
it felt wrong in that film. It felt like that should have been part of a different film.
Yeah. But yeah, despite its ending, like
Yeah.
you may or may not like this ending, but you will still like the
See, I
first.
liked some of the
50
ending,
minutes.
and I like the idea that I don't think it's the same invasion from the original Cloverfield either. I think we were talking about this yesterday. I think it's a completely different invasion. I think
Yeah, it's
Cloverfield is just the name that's going to appear in films now
Yeah,
for a kind of invasion film, but have a different story about it.
yeah, it's probably like a
Cool if
second
they did a
wave
third one
because it definitely
and did
isn't the
something
same
completely
creatures.
I don't think it's at all related. I don't think that anyone. I think it's just an invasion.
It's just no. It's like the Vengeance trilogy.
Yes.
It's like it's the same
I
thing,
think
but
it's just
totally
a story that happens with an invasion in the background,
not. Yeah,
in my opinion, which I'd like to see them do more of. I think that was quite clever.
it worked. Like
Yeah.
good
They just
directing,
shouldn't
good
have focused
acting,
on it as much as they did at the end.
good soundtrack.
Yeah, actually.
Like
Really good soundtrack.
you don't really feel it throughout the movie, but like when it kicks in, it's like it's really intense and your heart's going, and John Goodman's trying to knife you in an air shaft. It's really intense. Yeah, but definitely worth your time. Like solid, like out of 10. It's worth your time. Like
Yeah.
just watch it.
Maybe a 7
But-
out of 10, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Like, it's not brilliant, but it's not shit at all either.
Yeah.
Like,
There's not like many distinct scenes. The bit where they're at the family table, really tense, like really
the first bit
awkward.
where he strokes his hand, like the
Yeah.
first time you see John Goodman snap.
Yeah, he just flips and
The other bit that like, so John Goodman's scary in it as well. Like scary.
like wife beater scary.
Like when they stood over that barrel of acid, and he sort of calms down, and suddenly bang, just shoots him.
Just going to go under the radar, so before it just bleeps out of existence. Bleep.
Yeah. So ignore the ending,
Watch
but
it.
watch the first like 3/4 of that film. They're brilliant,
Yep.
in my opinion.
So watch 10 Cloverfield then. We
Yeah.
liked it. What did you think? Till next time, guys.
Okay.
Ta-ra, ta-ra.
Yep.